if I told you to fill in the blank, and I said charity work is blank, I bet you the last words you would put in would be easy. But what I want to talk to you about is the fact that charity work is easy. It's not difficult, it's not hard. It's actually quite fulfilling, enjoyable. And most people, if you ask them, do you think charity work is a good thing? Most people would say, yeah, I think it's a wonderful thing. If you ask them, do you think charity work is something you would want to be involved in at some point in time in your life? Most people, by and large would say, yes, absolutely. And if you ask people who have been involved in charity work at some point in time, did they enjoy it? Would they like to do it again? You would get an overwhelming yes, I enjoyed it. I'd love to do it again. But if you ask those same people, would you like to start a charity work next week? You would get an overwhelming no. And if you ask them why, they would tell you because charity work is hard. But it's not. That's a lie. That's a misconception. There's a lot of organizations who do charity work and they make it look difficult. But if you study those organizations, you'll find out that most of them spend most of their energy doing things except for charity work. And they spend very little of their energy and resources in the actual charity work. Do a study, you'll find out most big organizations that are nonprofits spend 80 to 90% of their resources towards overhead and about 10 to 20% of their resources that come in towards the actual charity work. So for example, if they're feeding the hungry, 80 to 90% of their resources go to things that have nothing to do with feeding the hungry. And about 10 or 20% of it actually goes to feeding the hungry. And they'll give you this kind of misconception that it's hard. That's why it takes all of this resource, because doing charity work is complicated and hard. But it's not. It's actually really easy. As a matter of fact, mankind has been feeding one another before we even knew how to talk, before we even knew how to communicate, we knew how to eat. So feeding the hungry is actually a very simple thing, and anybody knows how to do it. Even someone like me that doesn't even know how to cook very well, I figured out how to feed the hungry because I know how to make hot dogs, and hungry people will eat hot dogs. So it's simple, it's not hard, it's actually incredibly easy. We started our charity work that feeds 36,000 meals a year literally by going to Walmart, spending about $60, split between about 6 individuals, and we were able to go from doing nothing to 36,000 meals literally just like that. We didn't need a big check. That's not how it started. We didn't need a large group of volunteers or some organization. We didn't have any board meetings. We didn't even discuss it. We just went out and gave people water. So charity work is not complicated. As a matter of fact, most people think complicated equals effective, when actually complicated normally equals less effective. And the more uncomplicated it is, the more effective you can actually be as an individual in your community. So literally tomorrow you could go to Walmart, spend $50, start your charity work, and in 6 months you could be making an impact in your community that changes your community for the better in a positive way. And it's that simple. You don't need to do anything else. All you got to do is have a heart to want to help people. And if you go out in your community, you're going to see a need because the community's full of people in need. And then all you got to do is come up with a creative way to meet that need, like buy a cooler, get some ice, put some water in it, and go give some thirsty people on hot summer days cold bottles of water. That's called charity. It's an act of love. It's an act of kindness. It's not a business. There's no motto for it. It's a heart thing. Charity work is an act of love that you express through your actions. And it's as simple as that. Don't make it complicated, make it simple. And get out and start one. Start it tomorrow. Maybe you can't do 7 days a week, but you can do once a week or once a month. But get out and do something in your community. If you feel the need to do it, if you have it on your heart, just know it's as simple as going out there and getting it done. So join the movement. Watch our videos. We're going to talk about more topics dealing with how to make charity work uncomplicated and other topics as well. Check it out on our YouTube page. Go to our website and check it out. Join the movement. Get out there today and do something in your community to make it a better place for everybody. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, give us some feedback, shoot us some other ideas of videos you would like to see in the future. So get out there and join the movement, and do it today.